Welcome everybody, another episode of Sipping and Tipping with the Andersons. Today we're going to try some cheese and wines and do some matching up. And I got Joe Peterson along with me today again. Thanks, Joe, for coming along. Good.
Yeah, good.
And Joe's quite familiar with a lot of the cheeses around here, and plus some of the wines too. So we thought we'd give that a shot today and see what it's like. Cheese is really a great thing to have with wines. It's good with beers too. There's a lot of things you can do with beers
Pretty
now.
versatile, a lot of flavors.
We've really picked a variety of different cheeses out of here today. So we've got everything from a Swiss cheese to a cheddar to a Gouda, and then we got a chocolate cheese we're actually going to try. So we're going to have a nice variety here, and we'll try them with them. So what do we got first, Joe?
Well, we're going to start off with a new wine in our winery, in our distributorship. It's from Wilmette, Oregon, Apolloni Vineyards.
Okay.
Well-known Italian winemaking family out of Tuscany. Real easy drinking. Stainless steel. Nice floral notes. Good acidity. But obviously, like I said, it goes with a lot of different foods. This time of year with salads, seafood, and I thought we'd pair this up with the Swiss cheese.
Okay, sounds good.
I think it'd go pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, Oregon State wines and Washington State wines that are really nice wines that really get overlooked a lot.
Yeah. And if you ever have Italian wines, it's obviously in that style, real crisp.
Yeah, for somebody who's like a Sauvignon Blanc drinker, or even a Pinot Grigio drinker, it's kind of like a cross between the two.
Something different. It gets away from your normal Chardonnay, maybe your normal Pinot Grigio. Pick up a Pinot Blanc, something different. That sitting on a deck, sitting on a boat, it'd be perfect. So.
Well, we got another good wine here that we're going to try today too. This is one that some of the people have seen before. This is Domaine Le Bastide. It's out of the Côte d'Aron.
Yep.
Nice kind of a blend here of Syrah, Grenache, Carignan. Good fruity, good summer wine. Great barbecue type wine.
Perfect.
Great picnic wine. Reasonably priced, neat family. I mean, they've owned the place for 400 years, so they finally have got this thing figured out now.
I would have guessed.
And we thought we'd try some Gouda with it.
Correct.
And so we're going to go and try a little bit different.
This is one of my favorite wines out of the Peerless selections. So, real easy drinking. If you're looking for that kind of different kind of red.
You got nice fruit, good body, got a big berry taste in it, a little cherry and cranberry taste. Just a nice everyday drinking wine. So now with this one, we went with a Gouda cheese. And the Gouda now, it's got a little bit more body to it, a little bit more heft to it. So we kind of went away from the whites and we want to wander into the reds. We thought this would be a nice one to go along with it. And it's really a nice compliment. I mean, yeah. Well, we've got another wine here. It's good summer wine, although it's got a little more body. You can do this a little bit more in the wintertime even. We're going to go back to the Willamette Valley in Oregon. So what do we got this time?
Obviously known for Pinot Noirs up in that part of the country. So Alfredo made this wine in honor of his wife, Lorraine. So it's Cuvée L. Pinot Noir, aged 16 months in French oak, so it does have a little more body to it than the last two wines we've had. And a lot of dark fruit, black currant, classic Oregon Pinot Noir.
Yeah, I mean, Oregon's really the land of Pinot Noir for the United States. I mean, I know they make a ton of it in California and everything, but in the old days when people were around, like a guy named Robert Mondavi was around, I was in dinner with him one night, and he actually talked about Pinot Noirs, and he said California never makes a good one, but he said they made a lot of money on them, but they never made a good one. But Oregon's climate is just perfect for it, so you get really nice, deep Pinot Noirs.
Another easy drinking wine.
Yeah. You can tell the oak's there, but it's not big. I mean, sometimes oak just scares people too much. It's oaky, it's giving you some complexity and some body and depth, but it's not overpowering into the wine. The fruit's still there.
Yep.
It's really made kind of like in the European style a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah, I would say so. Absolutely. And then we pair this up with a 4-year cheddar. A little more body to this cheese than we've had.
Yeah, it just goes really, really well with it.
We'll smooth that cheddar out.
Yep.
Just good pairing.
Just nice, steady, taste with everything. Great wine, something to look at for the summertime, and it's really an all-year wine. But it's a really neat winery. You got to look around for it. It's a brand new one into Michigan.
Yeah, you'll see it on the market.
It's out there, so it's a neat one to look for.
It's a real treat.
Well, we got one other wine to try here today. We're going to try a Malbec. And a lot of people think of Malbec, they think of Argentina. This is actually coming out of France, and that's where the home of Malbec was. I wasn't talking to this guy after last week anyways. He's actually from Belgium, and after Belgium beat the U.S. in soccer here,
Yeah.
It kind of, he was teasing me, but then I teased him back. But so it all worked out.
Luke
right.
was a happy man.
So it was a good place. Joe and I were both there last year and visited the winery. Neat place to go. This one's actually aged for 18 months in new oak barrels so that you get a bigger, fuller body. For those of you that are big Cabernet Sauvignon drinkers and stuff, this is right up your line.
Yes.
This ought to be perfect with it.
And obviously, for summertime growing steaks,
Yep.
perfect with red meat. Back since the Middle Ages, people call this the black wine because such the dark color to the wine and the grape. So as you can see, that it's just got a real dark color to it. Real full body wine.
Yeah, nose. See, now the oak's more big in there, but still the fruit just comes right out through. It's a 2008. It's a little bit older than most of the wines you normally think of drinking. Most of them are about, we're doing a lot of 2011s, 2012s right now. But an 08 is really good for that area because what happens is you need a little aging to kind of soften those grapes up so that you can drink them and have a good time with them. Yeah. In the case of this one, we tried something different. What do we got here?
We've got a cheddar cheese with cocoa mixed into it, so it's a chocolate cheese.
So we got chocolate cheese here.
It's an actual cheese. And obviously red wine and cheese goes great together. And I think with this,
Well, that combination is beautiful.
It's a treat.
This tastes like fudge. I mean,
Absolutely.
this is rich. I
Yes.
mean, you really want something really nice to have at a party or to have at the end of a really nice dinner. Here's a good way to go. I mean, always, when my wife and I are out and we got a little red wine left, we'll just kind of wait for a cheese course at the end. And a little chocolate or something. It's always just a great way
you
to
got the
finish
best
the
of
night.
both worlds. You got chocolate cheese.
Yeah, this is really nice. It's weird. It's cheddar cheese, but it tastes more like fudge.
Yeah, so it must be good because that's the second piece.
Yeah. As you can tell, I don't eat much cheese.
No, that's
I'm
true.
a little guy here, so.
But this wine here is fantastic. It reminds me when we were sitting there overlooking, looked like Napa Valley Vineyard. So, real gorgeous piece of property.
Big river running right through the area, and then the vineyards are all built right out of it, just like from the Napa Valley and the Napa
Absolutely.
River.
Yep.
Well, I want to thank you again for letting us into your household for another episode of Sipping and Tipping, and thank you, Joe, for coming along with us
Thanks for having me.
and having a lot of fun with this stuff.
appreciate
So enjoy, go out and get yourself some cheese, get yourself some wine, and go out and have a nice picnic.
Enjoy.
Take care.